Hey random people, welcome back to my channel. Today I have something I am so excited to do. Okay, I got this the day of the launch. Oh. When I say it's a beautiful palette, it's a beautiful palette. As you can see from the title, today I am reviewing the brand new Jawbreaker Palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. In the USA, this retails for $58 and I am from Canada, so it retails for $75.83. So a little bit of a high conversion rate, and this is the packaging for it. Isn't it just fucking beautiful? Like, oh my god, I'm about to show you these. So opening it up, you slide it out, and it's beautiful and pink and shiny, reflective. It's really cool. And then you open the palette. This is his biggest palette to date, by the way. So there are so many shades, and it's everything that you would get in a Jawbreaker, so that's why I love this so much. And another thing is, you know how you hate how when you get palettes and you hate that you can't really fold it over? Well, this one folds over perfectly, and I love that. Especially if you're doing makeup on someone else, very helpful. So before I start off this eyeshadow look today, this natural pinky shimmery thingy we got going on, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows using the Morphe eyeliner pencil in the shade Richie. And I am using an eyeliner pencil because I broke my eyebrow pencil yesterday. Plus it was almost empty, so you know. I love how Jeffree's just like chilling in the background of the mirror there. Hey Jeffree! Alright, so my eyebrows are done, and I went ahead and carved out my brows using the Jeffree Star Concealer in the shade C2. I am so sad that my star broke off. I literally dropped it on the floor and then it broke off. That is very sad. And to carve out the brows, I used the brush by Morphe. It's called the M410. It's just a flat brush, and it's awesome for carving out concealer. So if you need a new brush for doing that, I highly recommend this brush. So now for the base, I'm going to go in again with my Jeffree Star Concealer in the shade C2. And I'm going to take the Sephora Pro Concealer 71 brush. It is the best concealer brush I've ever tried. And if you want an affordable dupe for this, because this is quite expensive, I would highly recommend the e.l.f. Creaseless Concealer Brush. It is a very good dupe for this and blends the exact same way. To start off this look, I'll be going in with a medium-sized blending brush. Taking a little bit of the shade Fuck, I'll be picking that up on my medium-sized blending brush, and I'm just going to very lightly above the crease, almost touching my eyebrow, I'm going to very, very lightly apply that and start blending out the little bit that I have applied to that crease area. You'll see why I'm doing that in just a second, because the next shade we're going to use is going to be a lot brighter. But even though it's a lot brighter, it's actually very similar to the shade Fuck, and it's the shade Suck. And we'll be putting that directly in the crease, and this is just to ensure a very seamless blend. Now taking the shade Suck, I've put a hefty amount of that on my medium-sized blending brush, and I'm going to put that directly in the crease, and we're going to heavily pack it, and then we're going to really smoke it out and blend it. As you can see here, I've taken the shade and blended it out all the way parallel to the front of my brow and to the back of my brow, winging it out in a V shape to go perfectly with my eye shape. After you have that all blended out, we're now going to go in with the Morphe M456 brush. It's basically just a smaller packing brush, but it's also a blending brush, so it's a packing brush and a blending brush all in one, and I love this brush. Now I'll be going into the shade Cherry Wet, the beautiful cherry shade down at the bottom row. Taking that on my M456 brush, I'm going to pack this to the inner corner of my eye. And slowly but surely, we're going to pack this, and we're going to smoke it out a little bit later. Basically, the goal with this look is we're going to pack this on, and then we're going to blow it out. We just want really light blends and a nice cohesiveness to the look. Also letting you know that I'm going to pack this shade about halfway across the lid and the outer corner, still blending it seamlessly. So after you've blah 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 blah. Oh my god. So after you've seamlessly blended out the edges of the outer corner, we are next going to go in with the shade Snack. It's this beautiful champagne shimmery color. It's gorgeous. It's probably my most favorite shade in the entire palette. And I'm just taking this shade on my middle finger, so I apologize if I look like I'm flipping you off, but I'm not, I assure you. We're going to place that shade just on the inner portion of the eyelid. And I don't want it to look like a cut crease, because that's not the look we're going for. I want it to be very blended and blown out, so we're going to further blend that with the medium-sized blending brush to give that a very nice, subtle blend, and it's going to look super pretty. So now I'm just going to go in with the rest of my face products. I'm going to do primer, foundation, concealer, bronzer, all that stuff, and I'll come back to you to show you the lower lash line. So now we have my base on, and I look like a ghost. That's okay. So in case anyone is wondering, for the face makeup, for the primer, I used the Fenty In case anyone is wondering, the face products I used, first off, the primer, I have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. It is the best primer I've tried so far. Super underrated. Love this primer. And I also mixed it in with the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Gel Cream. It's basically just a moisturizer, and this is the extra dry skin formula. I mixed it in with a primer and it did wonders, so that's amazing. For foundation today, I went in with my favorite Born This Way foundation by Too Faced in the shade Cloud, the lightest shade they have in their entire line of foundations. And for concealer, I used the Jeffree Star Concealer in the shade C2, which you saw earlier in the video. And I also used his line of powders. I used the baking powder in the shade Translucent because, as we all know, I am a ghost. So now, continuing on with the eye look. For the lower lash line, I'm going to be going in with the Sephora Pro Shader number 18 brush. Grabbing the shade Suck on that brush, we're going to grab a hefty amount of it, and we're going to start packing that on the lower lash line, mostly focusing that color on the inner corner. I just fucked up, give me a sec. What I meant to say and do is that we want to focus this, yeah, on the inner corner, but for some reason I started applying it to the outer corner, so we're just going to pretend that didn't happen and put the other shade over it. Now on the outer corner, we're going to use the same brush and we're going to go in with the shade Cherry Wet and place that on the lower lash line towards the outer corner, and we're going to connect it with the eyeshadow on top of the lid, kind of rounding it out a little bit, but also winging it out with further blending. Also be sure to merge the orange and Cherry Wet each other in the middle of the lower lash line. So now that we're done this eye look, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face makeup. The bronzer, contour, even though I don't even do contour, but you know what I mean. Bronzer, blusher, highlighter, the whole shebang. And it is optional if you want to put an eyeliner with this look. I chose not to because I personally don't really want to mix a lot of eyeshadow with eyeliner. That's just a personal thing. I know it will probably look really good. I just also am terrified that I'll mess up and it'll look terrible, so that's the hard truth. For bronzer today, I'm going to be going in with the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is the best bronzer I've ever tried, and I love the color for it. Since I'm really pale, it's really hard to find bronzers that look really good on my skin tone, so I highly recommend this if you are super pale like me. And I'm going to use the Morphe M527 brush to blend it out. Now for blush, I'm going in with the Milani Baked Powder Brush in the shade Luminoso, and I'm using the Morphe E4 Blush Brush to blend it out. And for highlighter today, I will be using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Highlighter Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold because it is the only highlighter I like that actually highlights me. The brush I'll be using for highlight today is the Morphe X Jeffree Star JS4 Highlighting Brush. So finishing off this look today, I just applied some false eyelashes and the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Birthday Suit. I think it goes perfectly with this eyeshadow look, and honestly, I could not be more happy with how this turned out today. I am so happy. Like, I love it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me video suggestions down in the comments below if you think of something you maybe want me to review. I have some more Jeffree Star products that I'm going to review, so stay tuned and stay random. Until next time, bye!